All right, guys, this is my little concoction of what I would consider um, hidradenitis be gone. I guess that's what I'll call it. um, this is a concoction of the apple cider vinegar, Himalayan salt, basil, turmeric, boron. Now, this is what I would consider a defense, meaning if you have any active flare up, this actually is medicine for it, honestly. Now, as you know, that with the hidradenitis, the active lesions, they will have a burn to them when they are inflaming. If you are aware of what is going on in your skin or when you're getting a flare up, if you're paying attention, if you actually use this type of stuff on them when you're noticing that you're about to get a flare, this stuff will deactivate the inflammation. Now, I can tell you that, of course, diet is also a big part of it. And if you are eating junk foods and eating a lot of processed stuff, that also will have an effect. Now, you will have to be able to be a good analysis to see how your body is responding to certain foods. In the past, I already knew that my body did not take well to certain types of meats. So, after doing, laboring 21 days of fasting, just fruits and vegetables, basically the Daniel fast. I was able to notice a tremendous difference with the Hidradenitis Supportiva and them closing on their own from the diet, prayer and fasting. But this here is if you guys have kind of done a lot of different types of other situations with that, and if you have it to some level of control, or if you're feeling like it's out of control, this right here would be a defense. And of course, you could do a number of things with this. You could use it topically. This is actually edible, it's all natural. Now, the amount that you would actually take internally is where there is some level of concern, because it has borax in it. And so you don't want to be consuming a whole lot of that. Okay. It's been my understanding with the borax, if you're going to put it into something that you're going to take internally, and I have done this, you want to make sure that you are not consuming more than maybe like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon into a gallon of water. Okay, now I do different things because, I'm probably a daredevil, and I am all about healing naturally without much medical intervention as far as being cut on. If I don't have to, right? And so, but this is a defense that I wanted to share with you guys. I can say that if you guys are in any type of situation where there is going to be some type of active flare up, whether it's for whatever reason, because honestly, with something like hidradenitis, there's no one cause. I personally feel like it's spiritual, and I will always feel like that. Um, I think the Himalayan salt is probably the Himalayan salt and the boron is probably the biggest defense um, towards it. And, that's primarily because the Himalayan salt is going to kill any type of germs, any type of bacteria on the skin. And of course, the Himalayan salt is going to, just naturally take care of the skin topically. Same thing with internally, even if you were to add the Himalayan salt into like a tea or something, that's going to help internally to balance your body's pH, your digestive system as well, which, of course, with the hidradenitis, that may also be another possible inclination as to kind of why you may get certain flare ups. But Himalayan salt will help to balance that internally and externally. It is going to give you a sense of a burn, or you're going to be able to feel some tingle with the Himalayan salt if there is some type of active bacteria, germ, or inflammation. But trust and believe it's nothing compared to what you probably have already been through, and it actually works. So you can kind of choose or decide if you want to, be cut on, or, have all that process. You can go through that if you want to. I don't choose that. And so, or I haven't chose that in the past, and don't have any situation where that would necessarily be the absolute option for me at this time and anytime I foresee in the future. But just a word to the wise, with the boron, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to change the pH in your water. It's going to change the pH of your skin tissue externally. And of course, if you are diluting it and taking it internally, which you do need to be careful with, and you need to do your research about it. They do have the boron tablets. I mean, if you feel more comfortable with that. I mean, I like to experiment. So with the boron, what it's going to do internally is it's going to help to naturally increase your testosterone. It's going to really help you to relax once that gets into your body, and it's going to naturally start to detoxify you. Same thing with your bath water. It's going to get into your cells, especially if you get into some of the baths that I have suggested. It's going to pull out some of that inflammation instantly in a hot bath. It's going to help things to open up. If you use this concoction here, it's going to do the same thing. This is what I would consider also a hidradenitis defense bath. If you guys are not into bathing, if you put this stuff on your topically, like you would let's say, what is it, peroxide or betadine. This is kind of the one for what, if you have skin situations or skin problems where there's inflammation, you would use this. I'm trying to think of anything else in regards to this. The apple cider vinegar is going to help to also clean and soften the skin. You can use that. I use the Borax apple cider vinegar with the mother because it's really good for your skin. In the process where I have been homeless, just being able to keep my skin clean and being able to wash it and do all of that, that's kind of been my regimen. If I had the Himalayan salt, that was a way that I could cleanse my body, and also the apple cider vinegar, just in general. And also the basil is really good for your skin. I discovered, during my homeless journey, that if you were to get basil soap, some all natural basil soap, you can get this from like the holistic store. That is also going to help with any type of skin situations. That also kind of deactivates any type of inflammation in the particular skin. But this concoction right here is also, like I was saying before, you can use this internally if you wanted to because it's all natural. But this would probably need to be diluted if you were going to put it into a particular drink or tea. The other ingredient would be the turmeric. Of course, I do turmeric baths and have done them in the past. I continue to do this concoction because I have grown to love how just taking these baths make me feel, just my body in general. Like, I love that it softens my skin in general. It seems like it gives me an extra body lift. I think I just like taking baths and stuff anyway, honestly. The turmeric, like I said, it works wonders anyway in a bath. Whether it's your mood or it's just, stepping into a golden tub of goodness. Of course, this stuff is messy, but it works, and it keeps, the knife away. So wanted to share that with you. Hidradenitis defense right here.